Welcome to day 50 of the 77-day video challenge. You don't look a day over 50. I've been thinking for some time about vanity, and it was one of the topics that I wrote down a couple of weeks ago that I might want to talk about sometime. Earlier this evening, I took a selfie so that I was going to share on a in a Facebook group, and I didn't really like the way that picture turned out. But at the same time, I'm not that thrilled with how most pictures of me turn out. I don't think of myself as being particularly photogenic, and one of the challenges in this 77-day video challenge is getting used to seeing myself on video and perhaps breaking through on the notion that I could ever be telegenic. I think I may have shared here before that I'm a little puzzled by selfies. I see people share them on Facebook, and I see them pop up on things people share from Instagram and from Snapchat and what other for other social media, and also on dating apps and on Twitter, what have you. But I've never really understood that because I've never particularly liked to have my picture taken. I may have even shared here that at one time I noticed that the best pictures of me tended to be taken when I was asleep, usually when I was a kid, and I'd fall asleep over Christmas, and I was adorable as a child, and I was a pretty little boy, and people still tell me that I was a pretty little boy. But I don't know if that has translated into being a reasonably good looking, youthful looking adult who is less than a month away from turning 57 years old. I don't think that I look 57 years old or almost 57 years old. If you think I look like I am about to turn 57 years old, you are welcome to keep that opinion to yourself. I think that I've aged gracefully. Maybe I'm the beneficiary of some really good genetics. I would say that that's has that's been a big benefit to me. Is some really good youthful genes. Nevertheless, I'm a little perplexed about vanity. In my mind, I still have a full head of hair, although that really started to dwindle almost 25 years ago. The mental picture I have of myself still rests at about 27, maybe 32 years old, the age when I moved to Kansas City. I've heard people who are awake, who are coming out of a coma, oftentimes they're asked, "How old are you?" And regardless of their actual age, many of them will say, "I'm 18." Even people who are quite elderly, the response is, "I'm 18." I've also heard that people, when asked, what would you consider to be over the hill as far as age, a lot of people typically will say that they think of people who are 15 years their senior as being old. I, when I think of people who are pushing 57, I think those people are kind of old. And some of them don't look as so good. And some of them, a lot of them, don't look quite as good as you do, Dave. So don't knock it. It may not last that long. This is as pretty as you're ever going to be. Several years ago, I heard that we tend to dress in the style of the last age at which we were comfortable with ourselves. This may have something to do with the last period in one's life when one felt a reasonable level of financial security and could buy the clothes that were fashionable in that particular time, that would then translate to the styles that affirm a person's identity. I don't think that I have any particular style because I don't really feel that I'm locked into one particular period in my life. I have a lot of clothes that I've had for 25 years or longer, and I'm still attached to them. They still mean something to me, and they mean something to a lot of the people I know. They may say, "I remember you have had that shirt for many years. I remember when you used to wear that shirt at that job you had 25 years ago." That's part of it, is how I choose to define myself and how I recognize that other people define me. This is one of the challenges that I'm trying to work through, is embracing my own identity and not relying so much on other people's reflections of who I should be. I've been told on numerous occasions by many people that one of the challenges that I have is to get out of my own way. And one of the tools that may help me get out of my own way is not relying on what other people expect of me. I still want to satisfy other people's needs, and I want to celebrate other people's achievements and other people's needs and other people's opinions. But I don't need to rely on those opinions and those needs and those expectations to define who I am. So here I am, less than a month away from turning 57 years old. And to all of my 42-year-old friends, I know that's tremendously old. That's positively ancient. But I want to grow old gracefully. I don't want to stay stuck in any particular period in my life. I want every day to be a new adventure, one that I look forward to sharing with a lot of you who are watching this right now. And I look forward to expanding on this adventure as we enter day 51. Perhaps we could even call that Area 51, something mysterious, something that challenges explanation. I look forward to seeing you on day 51 of the 77-day video challenge. Have a wonderful evening.